This video is brought to you by OneFootball. Hey guys, it's Ep53 here and welcome back to episode 53 of my Manchester City career. Now in today's episode we're going to be getting on with the January transfer window, hopefully buying some players, hopefully also selling some players as well. Do have a lot of players still to try and sell on our transfer list, but of course we are going to have to try and replace some of them in the key positions if we do get rid of some big names. So we'll see what we get on in today's episode. We've got a game against Leicester City to crack on with before we get into things too far. We've also got a game against Brighton in the Cup as well. It's the FA Cup this time around. We played them already a few times last month. That was in the other cup though, and now we've got them in the FA Cup to play, as well as then Wickham in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, so that's going to be a very interesting match for us. Again, we're going to get through the first leg of that in today's episode, and maybe the game against Liverpool, depends how many transfer deals have to be done in today's episode. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be really appreciated. I really do appreciate it whenever anybody hits that subscribe button. It's fantastic for me, and obviously helps me out massively as well as I try and hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's crack on with things today, and let's take a look at the team to play Leicester here. We've made a few changes with obviously playing fairly recently. There's some time players that were in the team. So Ederson starts in goal, Mafia, Otamendi, Hernandez, Delph, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Foden, Mbappe, Aguero and Messi all starting. A strong team still, but certainly some changes in there. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a good victory here, and see whether we can get ourselves another 3 points. Okay, here we go for this game against Leicester City. Let's find out how we get on, try and get ourselves a nice victory against them here. We do have a game in hand over, I think, second place Chelsea, so a chance for us to try and extend our lead in front of them. Obviously quite a little bit of a distance here as well. And also, I think important to mention, we changed the difficulty at the end of last episode, so this is a changed difficulty, a harder difficulty now, with the sliders in the opposition's favour slightly. We can always tweak them again if things don't work out, or they need improving, made even more difficult. Should be a foul there. And yeah, it seems like it might well be a bit more of an interesting game, more competitive match, hopefully. And if not, like I say, we can change stuff. So, got ourselves a free kick here with Messi on the edge of the box. It's a great position if you're a good free kick taker. Oh, it's gone in! Oh my days, I wouldn't class myself a good free kick taker. I think I got a little bit lucky there, but it's 1-0 and we're 4 minutes in. Messi with a trademark free kick. Gets it over the wall. Not really in the corner, but enough to kind of cause, I think, Schmeichel in goal a few issues there. It's 1-0 and I'll happily take that. It all starts from Fabian Delph running at their defence and causing them issues. He had to be shrugged over. You won the free kick from that, but you can just see you've got the ball over the wall perfectly. They don't jump, and I've got a little bit lucky, I think, there. 1-0. Foden looked like that pass through here to Mbappe. Mbappe with a chance to get past the defence. Looking for Aguero. It's a great pass. Aguero scores. It's 2-0. That's brilliant football. We've opened up the Leicester City defence and it's a second goal for us. This has just been very clinical so far. I've had 2 shots, 2 goals. Not sort of total dominance, I wouldn't say. Maybe Leicester City being a bit sloppy on possession, really, in the middle of the park. But other than that, it's just been basically just very clinical finishing. That's all it's been. Aguero going through there and Schmeichel couldn't save it. It's 2-0. It's Mbappe. Mbappe going to come inside, look for Aguero. Aguero! Oh, it's 3-0. He turns, shoots and scores. It's our 3rd goal. I think we might need to make the difficulty even harder, judging by the start of this game. Again, it's just 3 shots. Only 3 shots, but it's 3 goals straight away from that. Very clinical yet again, driving the ball into the right positions, causing them issues there. Could have gone with a 1-2 with Mbappe, but just turned and shot, and it's a good goal, 3-0. Chance here for Leicester, good save by Ederson. Luckily, Matthew's there to clear it away. Still not cleared properly though. It's a good ball in. Oh, Iheanacho scores. Our former player, it's 3-1. Certainly on the attack, Leicester City have looked a little bit more aggressive than usual, a little bit more promising as well for them. And it's now 3-1. Our former player scores against us 23 minutes in. They're back into this game now. But yeah, certainly on the attack, they do look better. Now we've changed the difficulty, but it's just defensively, they still don't look particularly solid. Might have to look to try and increase those sliders. Chance here for Mbappe, yet again, bursting through that defence. Waiting for a cutback. Oh no! Wanted it to be to Bernardo Silva. Ooh! Wow, that was not supposed to happen. Delph ends up fouling Ederson. Could have been an opportunity for Leicester there, but luckily he managed to keep all the ball through all that. And Foden tries to pass on for Mbappe, so close. Foden looks to switch it in there to Mbappe. What a ball that is. Mbappe! Slightly heavy touch, also Schmeichel comes out at the same time as well. That's a fantastic ball. Again, just opening up the defence, and it's that pass in between the centre-back and the full-back that seems to work every time. Mooses through here though for Leicester City. Oh, saved by Ederson. There's a good chance for them just before the half-time break. Like I say, on the offensive they look good, but it's just defensively they're not looking good enough here. And that's the reason why I managed to get 3 goals. Oh, hit the bar as well, still not properly cleared. Another chance, Ederson's not stood up yet and they score. What is going on there? Why was Ederson on the floor for so long? It's 3-2, a little bit of drama in this game now. 5 goals in the first half. Leicester City nearly should have taken it originally anyway, that chance. Such a good opportunity. Edison's nowhere to be seen for ages. There must have been some sort of tangle up on the line there, but it's 3-2 now. Well and truly back in this game. Half time, 3-2. Let's crack on with the second half. This could be an interesting one. Phil Foden's picked up a slight injury, so we are going to take him off at half time. Diaz to come on, and hopefully that's nothing too bad for Foden. He's been in good form recently. Well played. Bernardo Silva wins it back in a vital position. Looking to Messi with that pass. The fullback stopped for a second. Messi to go into the back post maybe. Oh, Mbappe just gets intercepted there by Goulam, our former player. And Schmeichel takes hold of the ball. This is certainly a much better team here on the attack. They're looking much more of a threat. Mbappe on the overlap here to Maffio. Can he get a good cross into the back post here for Messi? Oh, he was certainly trying to get there. I think beaten to it by the fullback. And it'll go out for a corner. Demarai Gray to go on for Leicester City now. Just over 30 minutes to go. They're chasing a victory here. Mbappe looking for a flick on. Bernardo Silva saved by Kasper Schmeichel. And it still remains 3-2. Oh, so close. We could have done with that fourth goal to give us a 2-goal lead again. But Leicester City managed to ride their luck and are looking for an attack themselves now. Still looking much more of a threat though in this game. Final two changes. City and Collins both go on. We're going to take off Gundogan and Messi. Like I say, just under 30 minutes left of this game. We'll wait and see whether we are able to get ourselves a victory here. It's going to be tight though. I'm not really too sure which way it's going to go. Whether it's going to be a draw or a loss for us, or whether it's going to be 3 points. So difficult to really know which way it's going to go here. Certainly had the better of the opportunities in the last couple of minutes. Diaz trying to find his way through, but defended well. Oh, what a touch with Demarai Gray. Takes us past the defence. Hernandez trying to get there and just does enough. Just shows his strength there. It's actually gone out for a goal kick. That's brilliant defending. Oh, what a ball into Demarai Gray. They've done what we like to do to them. Doesn't quite have to finish though. Comfortable save for Addison. Jamie Vardy coming on for Leicester City here. 15 minutes to go. Shows you their intent really to try and get something from this game. Leicester City on the attack here. It's the chance for Jamie Vardy to chase Slimani in the box. It's a good target to hit. Otamendi should go in there and sort it out, but in the end I think City does instead. And Leicester City putting us under some pressure later on in this game. Hopefully going to try and hit on the break, but that hasn't quite worked. Otamendi trying to switch it to Collins. That's a great pass. He'll bring that down hopefully as well. He has done. Collins now going to go for the cross. Deflects to Schmeichel. That's it. Game over. Wow, I thought he'd given a free kick there to be honest to finish off the game. But finishes 3-2. Just about managed to win this game. And Leicester City certainly went close. And at the end, just managed to defend properly and make sure they didn't have that many chances. But as you can see, in terms of stats, they had a lot more opportunities than us. Very surprised to see that. Thought we'd have more than 4 shots in the game, but we scored 3 goals and they got 2, so yeah, overall very happy to just get ourselves a win. So emails to take a look at here. It seems like Phil Foden will be out injured. How long for? Just 5 days with a bruised shoulder, and some multi-scout updates as well for me to take a look at. Okay, so a quick update before we get into the next game as to what's happening with the other transfers we discussed and tried to sort out in the last episode. So Fabian Delph has agreed to join Cagliari, but still discussions ongoing between his agents and the club. And Sergio Aguero, at the moment, I think the offer's 55.3 by the looks of it. Seems like they're trying to work on that. I think we asked for 60 as the amount of money we were after, so that's ongoing. It's taking a little bit longer than I was expecting, to be honest, to hear back from that. And if he does end up going, then he will be replaced by Dybala, hopefully. So, we'll wait and see anyway. We'll change for the team now for this game against Brighton. It's in the Cup. It's a game that we want to try and win, so we are going to put out a fairly strong team. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with. We've got Futsal starting in goal. Then we've got Kyle Walker, Stones, Tar, Mendy, Goretzka, Malcolm De Bruyne, Sterling, Jesus and Sané all starting in this team. On the bench, we've got Vera, Evans and Collins as our sort of 3 youngsters that we've got on there, alongside Diaz, Messi, Growing Otamendi as well. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves a victory here against Brighton, get through to the next round of the FA Cup, try to balance the teams out across all 4 competitions. That's obviously quite tough to do when the fixtures start piling up. We've got a big squad, so we should be fine. Let's see how we get on. One thing I'm going to do is again change these sliders in favour of the opposition again, so I'm going to increase their positioning, their marking, and I'm also going to... anything else that we can do? Fullback positioning? No, we won't do that, but we'll decrease the first touch control error as well, so improve that for the CPU, i.e. that they make less errors basically. Hopefully that makes the game even more interesting. Only slight tweaks again though. Okay, here we go. At the MX Stadium for the game against Brighton. Can we get ourselves into the next round of the Cup? Malcolm making a little run through early on. Malcolm waiting for a cutback. Jesus takes a touch, shoots, scores 1-0. 2 minutes in, it's another quick start from us. And it's happened again. We've scored in the opening stage of this game. Again, it kind of comes from sort of a lacklustre start from Brighton. A bit slow to begin. And we're just straight out the traps. We've managed to capitalise on that and score. Winning the game 1-0 already. It's a poor pass that allows us to eventually break through. And Jesus with a good little finish there. Mendy trying to get forward. Still going here, Mendy looking for a gap to run through on his right foot. Wow, 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 wow. Jesus given loads of space. He's going to shoot. Oh, he drives one home. You can't allow that sort of time. It's ridiculous there from the Brighton defence and midfield. Just allow him to keep hold of the ball, go for a bit of a run, get into the right space to shoot, and then pull the trigger and score. It's 15 minutes in, it's the second for Jesus. He's on for a hat-trick already. Unbelievable amount of space that they've given him though. Look at the way he just picks up the ball like this. No one really around him, just allow him to keep going. No one closed him down. Before they know it's in the back of the net, 2-0. Sané's won it back again. On to Jesus. This could be a hat-trick at this rate. More poor defending for Brighton. Jesus, it is. It's a 17-minute hat-trick. We've done it. He does it already. And again, it comes from another Brighton mistake. It's a frequent kind of thing as this. Defence is just making so many errors and we're just capitalising on them every time. Again, it's very similar to the last game. We've not really had that many chances. We've just taken them all. You saw obviously the stats at the end. We had 4 shots and scored 3 goals in that whole the last match. It wouldn't be too dissimilar by the looks of it, I think, from this game. 3 shots, 3 goals. We were 3-0 up before, and then obviously in the last game, they got 2 goals back, and so that could happen again. We'll wait and see. Oh, Sané again just wins it back. Too quick for them. Jesus should be forward, is. Unbelievable. Why are they doing this? It's absolutely terrible in defence. They're all over the place. Again, it's another one for Jesus. That's 4 now in 32 minutes. And you can just see it's unbelievable as that. Just winning it back straight off him. Just taking it from his feet. Simple as that. Playing across from Sané. But just too quickly onto them. I don't know why he doesn't just pass it quicker than that. But it's another goal, 4-0. This could get really embarrassing. Like, I'm talking double digits embarrassing if this continues. Chance here for them. Pulisic runs through. Oh, good save by Fuchel. And it's our first chance of the game, but it looks a good one. Jesus again looking to try and get away from their defence if he can. Still going, Jesus. Can he go alone or does he need a pass across? Keeper comes out and does enough. Sterling with the final chance before half-time into Sané. It's a 5th. Always looks like it was going to be as well. No one else wanted it as much as Sané did there. No one really went for it, but Sané looked like he was getting himself in a great position. Sterling picks him out. It's 5-0 just before half-time. And we're absolutely smashing them here. Terrible defence. Oh, going forward, they look okay, to be fair, but can't defend at all. Same with the last team they played against Leicester there. Don't know what we can really do to make things more tricky for us against opposition's defence. Half-time, 5-0. Let's go to the second half. Malcolm through to Raheem Sterling, straight from kick-off here. Looking to Sané at the back post again. This time beaten to it. Go on, De Bruyne. Have that. Have that. Have that. Oh, so close. Thought I'd give it a go. We may as well 5-0 up, but it actually did cause the keeper some issues in the end. Just hits on the volley, just the captain for this game. Nearly scoops it over him, to be fair. Has to tip it over the bar in the end. And out for a corner. Malcolm to deliver. Can it be a good one? Into the front post for Tar, maybe. Headed away. All 3 changes here. Vieira, Diaz and Evans all to come. We're going to take off De Bruyne, Goretzka and Malcolm. Give those guys a rest. It's 5-0. Only a few minutes into the second half, but, you know, we can't really afford to play them too much. And also, we've got to think about other games coming up as well. And if some of them can feature a little bit in the next game, that'll help out. Go on. Oh, my days. Had to be saved by the keeper. That was Kyle Walker in there, but De Bruyne, I think it is, who follows up. In fact, no. It's a substitute. Who is it, though, that scored the goal? It's Evans. He's only been on the pitch 1 minute, and he's scored already. It's 6-0. Evans making what might be one of his first appearances. Can't remember how many times he's played, if any, to be honest, but that has come from nowhere, really. It's Kyle Walker, I think, does the initial header, and it does come off the bar or was saved, and then followed up by Evans brilliantly, 6-0. Good to see the youngster scoring already. Chance here for Brighton. Pulisic runs through, just lashes at it. It's miles wide. Evans looks like a good talent, pulling the strings in midfield at the moment since De Bruyne and Goretzka went off. Do you know what? I think Vieira and Evans could be the partnership of the future for us here. They look really good. It's a great balance as well. Both players able to sit when they need to. Both players able to go forward when we need to as well. Looks like a really good fit for us. Vieira into Evans here. Opens up for him to shoot. Oh, not too far away, to be fair to him. Only 66 overall, so it's a good strike from him. And a good ball in, actually, from Leroy Sané, but cleared. Sterling to deliver a ball in here. Can we get ourselves a 7th? Oh, just over the head of John Stones, but not cleared away. Oh, Evans went for it again. This time his left foot had to be saved, otherwise it was going in. Straight to Sané, another mistake. Chance for Diaz maybe on the finesse. Always tricky from that range. I wanted to take it as soon as possible. Jesus going to try and pick out Vieira. It's a great pass. Brings it down on his left foot. Always tricky on his weaker side, but again, it's a great run, and those are the sort of things you want to see. You want to see those sort of runs. The finish we can work on later when he improves it overall. That's it. The game finishes 6-0. Fantastic victory for us. I think in this game we've definitely seen the future of where this team is going. Obviously, Jesus gets himself a hat-trick, but we've seen incredible performances from Vieira, in particular, and also Evans as well. Those two in midfield fantastic. So, certainly very good off the bench. I'd be curious to see how they get on when starting a game. Maybe they will start the next game. Not really too sure. It's another cup game, the semi-finals against Wickham, I think. So, they might feature in that. Depends how they recover in the next couple of days. but those two in particular very impressive. 13 shots, 11 on target, 6 goals. Again, very clinical. Brighton not doing so well in attack, unlike Leicester, who did a pretty good job in the last game. This week, Costa goes up to 76 overall. That's fantastic news. Good to see him progressing a little bit now as well. Okay, so we've got something else to take a look at here. Fabian Delph leaving, basically. He's got less than 6 months left on his contract, and he's decided to join Cagliari. Exactly what we expected. I was hoping maybe it was going to be a transfer in this window as opposed to him leaving for free, but it's happened now anyway, so he will leave. City bidding for him from Napoli, £29.3 million. He's transfer listed, and I don't really have any intentions of keeping him, to be honest. I am tempted to accept it, but also I think we might be able to get a little bit more, to be honest, despite being transfer listed. So we are going to delegate, and what I'm going to say is start the offer at 35, and don't sell for any less than, it's only a little bit more, but 32.5. It seems a little bit picky maybe, but I want to try and maximise money, especially if we're going to try and bring in Dybala. Transfer offer in here for Maffeo, and I think this must be some sort of glitch or something, because it keeps on coming in £20 million bids. This time from Brighton, again, no interest in selling him, but why do we keep getting the exact same bids? We've had, I think, 4 of them now. It's ridiculous. Again, going to reject it. Broken down negotiations for Sergio Aguero. Couldn't come to an agreement on the price tag. I think maybe 55 might be as much as they were willing to pay for him, to be honest. A little bit disappointing to see that happen, but, you know, Sergio's a fantastic player. He's doing a great job for us this season. It's more just us planning for long-term sort of transfers, really. Okay, final game of today's episode. I wasn't actually going to include it, but we are going to actually play it, I think, in today's episode now anyway, just because I quite like the look of this team, and I'm quite looking forward to playing the game, to be honest. So we're going to change things around a lot for this cup game against Wycombe. It's the semi-finals first leg. Fritchell again starting in goal. Maffeo, Company, Otamendi and Hernandez in defence. We've got Evans, Vieira, Costa in midfield, of Mendoza, Collins and Castro as our front 3. Heavily changed, really changed team. It's a bit of a risk as well, but also a changed bench as well. Branco has to be involved in this game, and so he gets on the bench for us in case we need him. And yeah, obviously Mbappe and Gundogan, our more senior players, along with Diaz there, to give us some a different sort of option for the bench maybe. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a victory, hopefully get into the next round, but yeah, very risky sort of team, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, then here we go for this game against Wycombe. They've obviously done well to get themselves into the semi-finals of this cup, so certainly not going to take their challenge lightly. Obviously, we've got a good result in the last game, 6-0 winning against Brighton, so, you know, if we can beat Brighton 6-0, you'd hope we'd be able to beat this team, but obviously we've made loads and loads of changes, so we'll see what sort of effect that has on our side. Collins wins it back really well. Now on to Castro. Oh, he scores. It's 1-0, 6 minutes in. What a start to the game. It's what we needed to settle us down a little bit. We've scored. Castro, the youngster, does it. And we put ourselves 1-0 up already in this game. It's the exact start that we needed. We had to get ourselves an early goal like that, because otherwise, if you get to half-time and you get to the second half and you're not scored, then it does make you worry a little bit about your team selection. But fair play to Collins, wins it back for us, then played onto him, and Castro strikes it well, 1-0. Oof, good save. Had to be saved as well. Wycombe Wanderers with a good header on target there. Out front of the corner for us to defend. Good response from them. Just 10 minutes into this game. We've got the second delivery into the box. Fritchell should get there, and he does. Well played. Vieira. That's good chance for Collins to turn his man and shoot. Oh, good defending. Costa. Oh my days. What a finish. That is from the youngster. It's 2-0. That's a hell of a strike. Obviously on his favoured foot, but it's 23 minutes in. We've doubled our lead. What a goal that is. Just picks out the top right hand corner like it's nothing. Incredible strike. And just hits it first time. As easy as that. 2-0. Just falls from really nicely, to be fair. It's a little bit lucky in that sense, but there's nothing lucky about that strike. What a hit. Collins looking for Costa again. That's a great pass. Costa! That's 3-0. That's incredible link-up play, is that, between Collins and Costa. Those two look like they've got a really good bit of connection going there. 3-0, and we're 30 minutes in. They're starting to really dominate this match. And those two just with enough quality going forward themselves. Don't really need Raheem Sterling, you know, Sané, Jesus Aguero, any of them. We've got Collins, we've got Costa. Good finish, 3-0. Look at that for a switch there to Castro. Brilliant touch on top of that as well. Can he go for a cross into the middle now? It's a late arrival. Mendoza blocks, and again Castro will try and have it here. Out to Evans, who'll hit it instead, just over the bar. In fact, a corner. Didn't see the deflection there. Castro will deliver it. Plenty of shots early on. Company's in there, beaten to it though, and I think cleared away in the end. That's it, half-time. It's winning the game 3-0. So far, fantastic for us. Really impressed with the youngsters. I might look to even bring on more of them, to be honest, in the second half. First two trainees, Mason and Branco both to come on. We're going to take off Costa and Vieira, give those guys an opportunity to play a little bit as well in this game. Obviously impressed with how we got on already with Costa, so he doesn't really need to continue. Obviously he's on for a hat-trick, but I don't really care about that sort of stuff. Mason's 6'3", by the way, in midfield, but does seem to have good stats, so we'll let him have a bit of game time here. Oh, looking for Branco there, makes a good run forward. Not too much of the ball in these sort of positions yet with him, but he's going for a cutback, and I think maybe Collins is at fault there. Dropped back in a very bizarre position, didn't give us an option in the box. Final change is Sua on the left-hand side, Castro to come off. He's had a great game as Castro, looks like a good quality player, obviously scored as well. Into Branco, a chance for him to shoot. Oh, smashes the post. Hits it so well. I think that's his weaker right foot as well, I'm pretty sure. I think he was left-footed anyway, but great strike from him. Nearly scored. What a challenge. What a challenge that is. Well played, Mason. Collins looking to start another attack. Could this be another goal here? Collins! All saved by the keeper. And Stewart looking to follow up. Branco now... Oh, no, it's kind of broken down a little bit here. Chance still maybe for Evans, but... Yeah, could have maybe taken it within Stewart first time, but wanted to try and get it in a better position than what we were in. Chance for Stewart. Volley, volley, volley. Oh! Okay, young Robben. That bald head as well. Chance here late on for Bean. Oh, straight at the defender. Straight at his own play originally, but cleared away. We've won the game 3-0. That's the most important thing. Into the next round, or not actually. We've won the first leg, haven't we? This is the first leg of 2. We'll play the next leg next episode. We'll certainly put ourselves in a good position going into the next leg. Very impressed with a lot of the youngsters there. So overall, fully deserved the victory. And yeah, very impressive performance there from some of the younger players. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I feel like we've ran over time a little bit in today's episode. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but I did want to play that last game to try and fit it in if we could, and we have done. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode as well in the comments section below. I'll see you guys soon for another episode of the Manchester City Career Mode, and the Play Career Mode is tomorrow as well, so thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.